Tesla CEO Elon Musk has just confirmed that Tesla will not offer a regular steering wheel option on its refreshed Model S and Model X electric vehicles. After being unveiled in the company's fourth quarter and fiscal year 2020 update letter, the new Model S and Model X vehicles sparked people's interest around the world. Some believed that the Tesla Model S was the next best thing because of its insane performance and tech. Now, the Tesla Model S is among us, so we may as well get on board with it. Moving away from our personal opinions, the new Model S and Model X's Yoke butterfly steering wheel raised a few eyebrows as soon as they were revealed, with Tesla critics and supporters alike questioning its safety rating, wondering if the government safety agencies will approve Model S steering yoke for road use. Some were worried about the strange looks of the steering wheel and the absence of drive stalks selecting the drive mode. Amidst the debate surrounding the electric automaker's decision to outfit its flagship cars with the strange Yoke steering wheel, an image was spotted from the source code of the automaker's website, which indicated that there may be another option for Model S and Model X owners to swap the steering between the standard wheel and the Yoke half wheel. A quick peek at the image revealed a render of the new Model S interior with a round steering wheel, just like the Raven series that came before it. The refreshed Model S round steering wheel even made it to some pre-production vehicles of the flagship sedan. By then, some people believed that the automaker was prepared to offer the refreshed Model S and Model X with both a standard round steering wheel and steering yoke wheel options. However, as Tesla started the deliveries of the new Model S Plaid last month, we were surprised to find out that all the first delivery vehicles were only equipped with a Yoke steering wheel. Elon Musk, for his part, has argued that he is fond of the Yoke, which by no doubt gives the new Tesla Model S cabin a more futuristic look. The CEO also confirmed that Tesla is indeed working on progressive steering, but it may not come anytime soon. Now, we are learning that Tesla is committed to seeing the steering yoke through. As per Mr. Musk's recent posts on Twitter, Tesla will not offer a regular steering wheel option on the refreshed Model S and Model X vehicles. This confirms that the Model S Yoke butterfly steering wheel is here to stay. While interacting recently with a Tesla fan on Twitter, the Techno King himself noted that Tesla would not be offering a round steering wheel option for its new Model S and likely for the upcoming Model X refresh. This is very interesting, considering that Mr. Musk had previously acknowledged the critiques of a YouTube tech reviewer who lamented about his Model S Yoke being prone to accidental capacitive button presses. Drivers can accidentally touch the force touch buttons when repositioning their hands to turn. According to Mr. Musk, the company would be committed to refining the new Model S intuition via software updates. Eventually, the CEO mentioned that its vehicles would be trained to disregard accidental button presses, like those highlighted by the YouTuber and tech reviewer. To the EV maker's credit, the Model S Plaid has been favorably received, with some car owners and reviewers praising the vehicle for its steering yoke wheel. Musk has insisted that the Model S Yoke steering wheel is worth it because it provides a better view of the instrument cluster and also offers impressive driving visualizations. The design allows the drivers to hold the steering yoke in a 9 and 3 o'clock style, an optimal position for safety. Some early owners and people who had access to driving the Plaid have also noted that the learning curve for Tesla's Yoke isn't that steep, meaning drivers and Tesla owners would likely get used to their cars after driving them for some time. Either way, the automaker seems to be doubling down on the obscure changes. Recently on Twitter, Mr. Musk mentioned that the Plaid would no longer feature turn signal stalks, but instead it would have Tesla Auto Shift feature, which would enable the vehicles to perform intricate maneuvers such as 3-point turns without even requiring the driver to touch the gear shifter. According to Mr. Musk, vehicles equipped with a full self-driving suite like the Model S and Model Y will be able to guess the drive direction based on their surroundings and driver's input. It remains to be seen whether the automaker will also bring the Yoke steering in the upcoming vehicles, like the all-electric Tesla pickup truck, the Cybertruck, and the Tesla Roadster, all of whose prototypes are already equipped with the futuristic steering system. In a separate story, Tesla is reportedly in talks with India government to have import duties on its electric cars lowered. Tesla's CEO Elon Musk announced on Twitter this week that the automaker has already written to the country's government ministries, seeking a huge reduction in import taxes, according to two sources familiar with the matter. According to the electric car company, a reduction in import duties on EVs will likely boost the demand for electric cars and generate revenue for the government. Mr. Musk has also noted that hefty import taxes would double the price of Teslas, taking the company out of the affordability range for average consumers. The electric automaker has been working for several years to expand its EV market into the country. It aims to start EV sales in India this year, and the company is also planning on producing EVs domestically at a new factory in the country. Recently, the automaker added 5 new languages to its user interface, and among them is Hindi. Tesla's move to recognize Hindi as one of its user interface languages undoubtedly points toward its imminent entrance into the country with one of the highest populations in the world. The automaker has already cemented its footprint in China, another populated country. Earlier this year, Tesla applied for multiple business licenses and received 2 permits to allow the company to sell its electric vehicles in India. While the automaker is yet to receive a permit to operate as a vehicle manufacturer, it's now attempting to get in touch with Indian ministries for sharply lower import taxes on electric cars. In a letter to the country's ministers and Niti Aayog, the leading think tank, the American vehicle manufacturer argues that reducing import taxes on fully assembled electric cars to approximately 40% would be a more appropriate step compared to the current rate of 60% for vehicles below $40,000 and 100% for cars exceeding the $40,000 threshold. All Tesla vehicles, except the Model 3 Standard Range Plus variant, qualify for the proposed 40% tax reduction, as the car price only starts at below $40,000. Tesla's pitch to lower duties will not only boost its sales, but also promote electrification in a country that's facing high pollution levels. Unfortunately, the automaker is likely to face some resistance from the country's Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, who has championed high taxes on imports in a bid to protect domestic industries. Other luxury automakers in India have in the past tried to persuade the government to lower taxes on imported cars, but were turned away by rivals with domestic operations. Shipping EVs to the Indian market would give Tesla a better idea of demand and whether it would be worth entering the country in the first place and setting up an India gigafactory. Nevertheless, some reports have indicated that Tesla's plan to begin sales is independent of changes in the governmental policy. The market for electric cars in India is still very much in its infancy, with premium cars far too costly for average consumers and very few supercharger networks in place. Having said that, the EV maker could import cars from its gigafactory Shanghai in China to the Indian market only if import taxes are reduced. However, this could be a difficult term to agree to, as India's Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari previously claimed that India would be willing to provide incentives to make sure Tesla's cost of production in the country is a bit lower than its cost of production in China, but only if the automaker opts to manufacture its EVs within the country. Make sure to check out one of the videos shown on your screen right now. We post videos daily, so feel free to subscribe and stay up to date on all most recent news and updates.